Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to episode 2 of Hilda. So, yeah, the dog just started growling for some reason, but we are back with Hilda. Last week's episode, the first episode of the show, was pretty good. Not, like, phenomenal or anything. My hair is not cooperating, and I don't know why. But, sorry for that. Not anything phenomenal or anything, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun concept. I can definitely see what people are saying with getting the Gravity Falls vibes and stuff. And I definitely also see how it's based off of a comic. Like that comes through really apparently. And look at this. Like my hair is just like sticking out like that. Yeah, it was fun. I like Hilda herself as a character. I like these little invisible people. I was gonna say missing people, but I don't think that's what they were called. They were called something. And yeah, I'm just like really into it and really interested to see exactly where it goes, to see what kind of other creatures and types of characters we're going to get. Sorry, I'm just really trying to like pat this down or something. But yeah, it's just I'm really not sure where this is going to go. Where we left off, Hilda's still trying to work with these little people to try and formulate a plan to basically make it so she doesn't have to leave. And right now she's, I guess, going to go try to find the president of these little, or the king or something of these little people. She already talked to the mayor. She talked to the prime minister, I think it was. And now I guess she's going to talk to the king. Interesting political system these little people have. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this goes. You may notice some stuff back here. Changed that up a little bit. Tried to... I'm integrating a little more into the setup around here. I don't know if I'll keep it like this or whatnot. It just depends. But yeah, you can see like Vaporeon back there, Holo the Wise Wolf from Spice and Wolf, Ruby, Agretzko, or, well, her name is Retzko, but from Agretzko, and of course Pinky. Just some of my plushies, you know? Yeah, just wanted to, like, give a little something more to the background for these videos whenever possible. But yeah, overall, I am excited to get into this episode. We are only doing one still. It just works better for the time I have at the moment, and I think it's just the best option right now. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this though. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so that was another good episode. I did really enjoy it. Again, it didn't, like, super impress me or anything. It wasn't, like, amazing. But I did very much enjoy it, and I feel like I think that's where the show might be going. It's going to be a series that definitely has some good commentary to it, once again, such as the part with they don't even know what they did. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be a series that breaks a lot of boundaries. It's going to be one of those ones that is just, like, really good, but that's about it. It's just really good, really enjoyable, really fun, likable characters, fun jokes, some sweet, heartfelt moments, like with Jorgen and his girlfriend, but that's about it. They're not going to, like, take it to any, like, really powerful, exciting, or super meaningful levels, like with Steven Universe. Steven Universe breaks a lot of boundaries, and I don't think Hilda's going to do that. And I'm not just saying that I don't think it's going to be another Steven Universe. I mean, that's obvious. I don't think it's going to go in that kind of direction. I think that Hilda seems to be the kind of show that's going to be more focused on just fun. Just telling a good-natured, fun story. It's not trying to give you all the bells and whistles. And I can appreciate that every once in a while. It does what it does well, and that's all it needs to do. Hilda herself is a really nice character. I enjoy her infectious enthusiasm and her love of exploration. I like how magical creatures are just a part of this world that everyone just accepts. There's no issues with that at all, like from anyone. Of course, there are like the creatures that people want to keep out, like trolls, but all in all, it's like, yeah, it's just a part of the world. Okay. And it's just like, it's really interesting to me. I like that concept. And it's not like it's the only thing that's done that. It's not by far. But I still like how it handles it here. With this episode specifically, I like how we did come back to that giant we saw in the first episode. The thing, though, is that these first two episodes were almost like one self-contained story that was setting things up. Because we had both of the big things with these first two episodes just completely solved. Like the issue of, okay, what's that giant from episode 1? Oh, we find out and we get everything resolved in episode 2 with the giant. Okay, so the next big thing, we have the little people and Hilda trying to resolve the situation between them and her mom. It gets resolved in this episode. So everything from this point forward is new. The only issue that's carrying over is Hilda not being so enthusiastic about being in Trollberg. That's the big change. That's the only thing that's really carrying over. Everything else is just this new territory for us to explore. But I think that's the point. These first two episodes were supposed to be more self-contained because they were supposed to introduce us to Hilda as a character more than anything else. Obviously introduce us to the concept of this world and how it's just how these magical creatures are just a part of this world and all. But also, it's definitely meant to introduce us to Hilda as a character and how the world affects her and how she interacts with it. Because this world is obviously very important to her character. She loves this world. She wants to explore this world. She wants to sketch new creatures and hitch rides on those. What were they called? I think she was saying wolves, which they were dog-like, so I guess that makes sense. She wants to resolve problems with the little people and hang out with giants and stuff. And it's like, yeah. Okay, I can dig that. I'm okay with this. I like this kind of character. And that's what these episodes were about. Now, with the third episode and on, I feel it's going to get more into like a legitimate story here. And I think the main focus, at least at first, is going to be Hilda trying to fit in with this new world. This new world, because it's a new world to her. It's part of the same world, but she's not used to this. She's lived her entire life in that house in the woods. That's all she's ever known. So going to Trollberg, like, she was surprised at the school children being afraid of bells when they were visiting. She has no idea what public school is like because she's presumably been homeschooled by her mom her entire life. So having her just be out there in the world is just like, it's wild to think about. Excuse me. And that's kind of what this is going for now. She's not out there in the world anymore. She's in society. She's going to have to get used to being around other people. She's going to have to get used to going to public school, just being around in the city. And we know that some of this strange stuff is still going to happen. I mean, especially with that bird we saw resting on their house at the end. We know that this is not over, that there's a lot more strange stuff that's going to go on. But I think at least for an episode or two, we're going to focus more on her and how she learns to adapt to this. And knowing her, she's going to try. She is going to try. And she might have some frustrations. She might have some hardships. There's a lot that won't make sense to her and she won't understand. But she's going to give it her all, I feel. She's just that kind of person. So yeah, overall, I really do enjoy this series, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I'm really curious to see exactly if they try to do anything bigger, or if they keep it a little more soft and held back. I'm kind of hoping they do the latter. I really just want this series to be just more relaxed than a lot of others. I actually don't want this one to be another one that breaks boundaries. We have a lot of those shows, and that's awesome. And I want more shows that do that. But I also want shows that are just relaxing, that are just nice and calm, and don't worry too much about that kind of big stuff. Something that we can just sit down, watch, and just enjoy for what it is. It doesn't need to have any big social commentary. It doesn't need to have any big boundary-pushing characters or inclusions or whatnot. Just let it be what it is. That's how I feel about it, at least. But tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode and how you feel about this series so far in general. If you know where this is going to go, please do not tell me. I wish to remain spoiler-free. But yeah, I'm always willing to hear your thoughts otherwise. I, again, really am enjoying this. So yeah, can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way, you're still standing, live, love, laugh.